Hi, welcome back. This is Kristen Anderson, and today we are talking about listening in the meditative space. So, if you watched the last two videos, you will know that I personally lump meditation into three umbrellas: the mantras, the visualization, and the listening. So today we're going to talk about the listening. If you want to hear about the other two, watch the two previous videos. So when I learned meditation, this is what I felt is the listening. So this is, I think, more of what people think of when they think that meditation is hard to quiet the mind and to sit there. But the way that I experienced it for the first time was a listening. So I just would sit in silence and listen. So I was actively listening to sounds like a humming. I hear a humming over here. And I hear some sounds from another apartment. And if you really settle in and just listen, you'll start to hear a lot of things. And the longer you sit there and listen, you'll hear your heartbeat. You can hear your blood pumping. You'll hear sounds in your body. You'll hear, of course, thoughts from your brain, your mind, which you can just observe and dismiss. But as your awareness expands, which is what you're doing when you're listening, is you're expanding your listening capacity. And soon, if you do this enough, it's practice, of course, like everything, you will start to be able to hear conversations in other places. And hopefully, and this is always my goal, you will hear the voice of your higher self, or some people call an angel or God, giving you some sort of message. And that really, to me, is like the ultimate. But that doesn't always happen. There's not always a message for you. But you can still expand your listening, and your listening is part of your awareness. You're becoming aware. Oh, Dr. Joe loves to say that. Become aware. You're becoming more aware and more aware and more aware, and expanding your awareness beyond yourself, beyond your room, beyond your building, beyond your town. Same thing as with Tonglen that we talked about, the visualization in the last episode. It's that same sort of expanding awareness, but you're not visualizing anything, you're just listening. And it will take you to the blackness, to the void, to the darkness if you're in the dark. I like to put on a eye mask. I love the feeling of the pressure on the eye, just a little bit holds it down, and it keeps everything very black and quiet, and I can get there just a little bit faster with an eye mask. But the point is to really get into that nothingness state and just listen. You're not thinking about anything anymore. You're not wondering what you're gonna do anymore. You're just listening. And for the people who love to pray, right? When you're praying, you're asking, you're using mantras, you're visualizing, you're asking. But in my experience, the most powerful shifts happen when you listen. Because you can ask and ask and ask and ask, but did you listen for an answer? And most people have never listened for an answer. So this is my personal favorite type of meditation, where you're just listening. You're not visualizing, you're not visualizing your future, you're not doing any work. You're not trying to align your energy centers. or your chakras. You're not, changing, and you're not rewiring any core beliefs. You're not doing any work at all. You're just listening. And some very, very powerful things can happen when you just listen. Sometimes we talk a little too much. Like maybe now. Anyway, so try that. Try all of these out and tell me how it goes for you. Drop me a message down there and let me know. Did you listen? Were you able to sit and listen? Now, just on a side note, all of these types of meditation can be done very quickly, as long as you drop in very quickly. So if you can't drop in, you're going to spend the most amount of time learning to do that. And in the next video, I will create a little meditation for you in order for you to do that. And that will be a practice meditation that you do all the time, just to practice dropping in. And soon you'll be able to drop in really quickly and then just go straight to the listening. So when I first started, I was doing hours of meditation. It took me an hour just to drop in, because my mind was just going and going. But once I learned the feeling of that drop in, as I like to call it, or that shift in brain waves, I can get there much faster because I know what it feels like. And I can just wiggle my way into it and be there. And that's my hope for you, is that you can also find that place where you can wiggle in and just be there, and then start listening and hearing some amazing, amazing life-shifting messages from your higher self. Not bad, right? And to top it all off, this is all free. You can just do it. You don't have to wait. You already have all the equipment, right? Please like and subscribe to these videos, turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next video.